What up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. I'm Anthony TV. Look, do me a favor, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. Like this video and drop a comment if you got a comment. Look, you see the title of today's video, guys. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Gordon Food Service warehouse selectors, right? We're going to get a small glimpse of what it looks like to be a selector working inside of an automated distribution center. Listen, I'm just excited as you guys are to see this. I'm very curious to see how these guys load our trailers. Now, look. Every food service company has their own way in which they go about loading the trailers. But today, we're gonna see how Gordon Food Service does it in an automated distribution center, all right? Look, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. Let's get it.
Normal day, well, come in, start stretches at 4 o'clock. After that, we have our pre-shift meeting, and then we grab our labels, and labels tell us what products we gotta grab. So once we get onto our modules where we work at, we grab each case.
Hey, real quick, one thing I like that you just said right here, before they get started that shift, they do those stretches, man. Again, if you're a driver, you should be doing the same thing. I know we all don't do it, but I definitely think it's good practice. Very important to do those stretches, man.
Just list on the labels and just throw them on a conveyor belt and move on to the next, and rinse and repeat.
I run up and down a conveyor belt all day, putting stickers on boxes. So it could be an 8-hour shift or it could be a 14-hour shift, just depends on the day.
My day-to-day, I just pack, freezer, grocery cooler, and that's the extent of it. Move to the next one and keep it rolling.
Speaking from experience from
All right, real quick, I guess packers, selectors, it sounds like they have different roles. Like I said, this guy said he just does the freezer and cooler. Some of you selectors that follow the channel, let me know, man. Are you guys just designated to certain areas? It definitely sounds that way. Listen to that packer. Maybe that's all he does is just freezer cooler and then goes to the next trailer, do freezer cooler, and so forth and so on. Let me know if that's the case. If you work for GFS and you work in the warehouse, man, let me know.
the shipping department. You would usually on a normal day pack 3, sometimes 4 or 5 trucks. So you're packing upwards of usually around 60,000 pounds a day.
Obviously, we have a job where people can be walking as many as 14 miles a night on their feet.
Just be prepared. This is a very physically demanding job. You will be doing a lot of running around this job.
Hey, listen, it sounds like the warehouse workers, the selectors, they have just as physically demanding job as us, right? The drivers. They already said, man, you're gonna be doing a lot of walking as a selector working inside of the distribution center. So if any of you guys out there interested in working as a selector inside of some of these distribution centers, just know that you're looking at another physically demanding position. All right, let's get back into the video.
It does require some hustle, and you're going to be working long hours. So just prepare for what you're kind of getting into, and it's all pays off.
I would say the hardest mental thing about the job is doing all the things that you need to do in a truck, hitting all of the stops that you need to do, and doing so efficiently, and not letting yourself kind of fall into a black hole of frustration.
Because it's like Tetris. So, you know, once you get your case in that spot, you just keep it level. Don't put a different shaped case or a smaller case on a case. Just keep leveling out.
Hey, real quick, I like what she said. She said it's like Tetris, right? When they loading the cases up, she's saying like, basically you want to try to keep the case sizes around the same, dimensions, right? It just makes it a lot easier. Us as driver, we kind of take that same concept when we're loading up our dolly. It's a lot easier when you have cases and similar in size when you're loading the dolly up. When you get a lot of experience under your belt, you can put different size shapes, cases on the dolly and really be able to maximize your load. It doesn't really matter like the size of the cases. If you got experience, we know how to make it work, right? And we gonna load the dolly up. But when you load the trailers, and I like how neat that trailer is, you all know they got a camera in front of their face, so the trailer's gonna look perfect, right? We want that load in our trailers just the way it looks right here in front of the camera. We would love that as drivers. on an everyday basis. Can something like that happen every day? I don't know. It's probably a smaller chance that we're gonna have loads looking like that every day, right? But it would be nice in a perfect world. Let's get back to the video, man.
But the less you touch the case, the faster it goes and the higher your rate gets.
So you definitely want to be accurate, definitely want to have a high rate of speed.
Be ready for the most physically demanding job that you've ever worked, but be ready also for the most physically rewarding job. The thing with Gordon Food Service though, with our incentive system, hard work never goes unrewarded, and it also never goes unnoticed.
Everything becomes second nature when you build up your habits on how you're selecting these cases, what you're doing. And honestly, it just becomes easy. You're just matching numbers that's on the case or matching the item description with the case.
You're gonna be sore, but you get used to that.
Listen, he said that basically the longer you do this type of work, he said it becomes second nature, right? And it's the same thing with being a driver. Once you built your experience up a little bit and you've been doing this over and over and over, it's so repetitive to where your speed begins to pick up over time. You begin to learn different ways to load your dolly that makes you more efficient, which I've talked about that in previous videos. But that's no difference than working in a warehouse, right? It's a lot of repetitive stuff. You're doing it every day, so it becomes, routine, right? And really redundant. But you get better and better the longer you do this type of work, and that's basically what he's saying here.
Fast. Then it's just gonna click and it's gonna be the easiest thing you ever did. In the freezer, you have to wear more clothes. You just feel heavier altogether. Cooler is easy. You just throw on a sweatshirt and run around. You have a scanner that's strapped to your arm, so you have to scan catch weights, which are different weighted item boxes like meats and stuff. Groceries, a lot more walking. The mods are a lot longer.
Cooler might have more restaurant-oriented stuff, while grocery will have more stuff towards schools, mixture.
Like in grocery, it could be between like 5 to 40 pounds, and cooler or freezer, it's normally between 40 and 100-pound cases.
The hardest.
And we all know as drivers, man, those freezer cases are gonna be some of your heavier cases. The dry is, it's lightweight for the most part. You got a lot of paper goods and to-go boxes, lids and things of that nature, napkins. So it's a little on the light side, but when you start talking about the freezer, you're gonna run into some of your heavier cases up to 100 pounds, like he just said, man. We all know that to be true if you're a food service delivery driver.
Physical thing about this job would be some of the heavier cases, or depending on the day, the quantity of cases.
It's very physical. You're constantly using every single muscle in your body nonstop.
At first, it's going to be tough because if your body's not used to this type of work, then it's going to wear down on you. But after a while, maybe a month and a half to 2 months, your body's going to get used to this.
Once selectors get towards the end of their 120-day probation.
One thing I keep hearing them say over and over is how physical the job is, man. And that's what you guys need to know if you're interested in getting into the food service game, whether you want to get in as a selector and on the warehouse side, or whether you want to come in as a delivery driver, man. It's the same thing. Both positions are very physically demanding. These guys that work inside of the distribution center, they work just as hard as drivers, to be honest with you. That's something that you guys need to think about if you're interested in getting over and working inside of the distribution center, all right? Let's get back into the video.
Probationary period, they're going to be looking to pick up the pace and kind of pick cases more efficiently. With that efficient picking, there's opportunities for incentive on top of their base pay. The more they beat those times by, the more money they make, and it can be pennies to quarters to extra dollars on the hour. The basis of it is every 10% points that they have is an extra dollar on the hour, and we have no cap on this as well, so the sky's the limit with it.
On average, I'm making about 25 an hour.
New people, they probably won't be making as much as veterans, but they go.
All right, so these guys obviously is performance-based, right? Just like the drivers, we get rewarded based on our performance. And it's the same thing with these warehouse selectors sound like. So the more efficient they are, the faster they are, they get rewarded for that. That sounds like a very important piece when it comes to maximizing the amount of money you want to make. Being efficient and being fast sounds like that's the way to make the most amount of money as a selector. All right, let's get back into the video, man.
Just work their way up to get better at the job. And once they're better and once their things are much quicker and they get faster, they can start getting to the point where they help other people out.
Pay structure for a packer is based hourly, but also incentive. And that incentive is based on case. There are also other safety incentives and uniform allowance. The hourly and the incentive are separate. So if you work harder, you get paid more.
So out of the benefits that we have as a company, I also really like the 401k because they match it each year. And then you can also pick your percentage of what you want to put into it. And a lot of people end up being surprised at how much, if you look at it now, how much they already have.
Sounds nice. As you get older, you start to think about these things more, so I'm trying to save up for, my time on the beach.
Yeah, man, speaking about the benefits, GFS benefits are pretty good. Also, the profit sharing is pretty good. But yeah, we do have a 401k company match here, right? I believe it's up to 4%. The company will match whatever you contribute to your 401k. You definitely want to have that retirement, that savings plan in place. So at least while you're working with the company, you're building that up. Let's get back into the video.
This could be a 9-to-5 for anyone, but I don't think that's the way this place works. You have such opportunities here. If you have even just an ounce of ambition, you can go to the moon.
We never really are looking outside for filling any of these promotional spots. So all of the opportunities in warehouse are all up for grabs for the people who come in the door and serve their time with Gordon Food Service.
In the next 5 years,
Listen, it's good to hear that Gordon Food Service does hire from within. So if you're already in the company and you're looking for an opportunity to move up the ladder, they will give that person that's been with the company an opportunity to move up the ladder. And I think that's a great thing. Kudos to GFS for that, man.
I don't want to be a packer. Not to say that I don't like the job, but one of the opportunities about this company is the opportunity itself. There's room for growth. You can pretty much go anywhere you want.
I make great money here. I'm respected here. I like it. I love it. I plan to retire from here.
All right, guys, so there you have it. You just heard from the last gentleman there. He said he pretty much liked the company, right? He plans on retiring from GFS. I'm pretty sure a lot of other drivers, a lot of other employees feel the same way when it comes to retiring from GFS. Look, guys, whether or not you're looking to work as a company driver or you're looking to work inside a warehouse, GFS definitely have some opportunities available for you. All you gotta do is go online, check it out. If you're interested, definitely apply to the company, man. I've said this time and time again, Gordon Food Service is a great company to work for. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and apply. Start working for the company. You can find out for yourself, all right? Look, guys, that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed this reaction to this video. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. Like this video, drop a comment if you got a comment. Until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Y'all take care. Peace.